Would you be persuaded by someone who speaks like this? Hi, I'm Lenore. How are you today? Hi, I'm Lenore. How are you today? Hi, I'm Lenore. How are you today? If you talk for a living, that means that you talk most of your day, don't you? And you depend, by definition, on your voice for your livelihood. And you probably need people to want to listen to you. So you need an attractive voice. But you also need a healthy voice. Because what happens if that instrument of yours that you depend on so much fails you? What if you get hoarse? What if you lose your voice? What if you just have that voice that some people would describe as a weak voice? Hi, I'm Lenore, and I work with people's voices. I'm a singing teacher, but actually I first work with every single student on their speaking voice. If you have a healthy and pleasant speaking voice, then you can use that for your singing. And today, we're going to actually use it for speaking. So actually, we don't necessarily know this, but what we as listeners are looking for in a voice are three simple things: resonance, confidence, and ease. Now I can go on to the nitty-gritty and explaining to you physiologically what makes each and every one of those things actually happen in the voice, but why don't I just show you how to do it? Let's start with resonance. If you're one of those who feel like you have to try hard while speaking or make an effort to be heard, or maybe you think that your voice is not such a nice voice to listen to, this one is for you. The main resonator, as in the main place where vibrations of your voice take place, is the pharynx, which is a tunnel behind your ear that goes all the way to behind your larynx. So when you breathe in, I want you to try and feel this place by thinking backwards. Release your jaw a little bit, breathe in, and see if you can feel air at the back of your nose, mouth, or throat. And the next step is to use it while speaking. Instead of thinking of projecting your sound forward to whoever is standing in front of you, think about someone who's standing behind you. Do this exercise with me. When you inhale, release your jaw, breathe in through your mouth, and think backwards. And then say, hi, and think about that person standing behind you. Let's do it again. Hi. Yes. So now we're going to use a whole phrase. I'm going to say, hi, I'm Lenore, how are you doing today? And you can say hi and your name and how are you doing today. Let's try it together. So drop your jaw, inhale. Hi, I'm Lenore, how are you doing today? So I think I got a fair amount of resonance without actually trying to get it. And that's what I like about the whole backwards direction thing. Okay, now let's work on confidence. The first thing that will convey confidence when you speak is what I call the non-stop principle. When you talk to someone in order to have them listen to you and hopefully be persuaded by you and led by you, the intentionality in what you're saying and the flow of your speaking is very important. So if in the middle of your sentence you're thinking about what you're saying and you're trying to judge how you sound while you're saying it, you're actually going to stop, slow down, and show your hesitance while you're speaking. And of course, that's the opposite of confidence. So here's what you do. Whatever tricks or tips you want to give yourself when you talk to someone, you do that in advance, either when you prepare for the talk or just before you start, before the sentence, in advance. While you're saying the sentence, you don't stop, you don't slow down, you go and you just finish it. Yeah? So let's do this together. So I'm going to say the phrase, hi, I'm Lenore, how are you doing today? And you're welcome to do this with me using your own name. What I want to do is, in advance, give myself that tip of feeling this. The resonance. Hi, I'm Lenore, how are you doing today? What made it feel like one unit and like I know what I'm talking about is because I actually know what I'm going to say at the end of the sentence already at the beginning of the sentence. And I just don't stop in between. Now you might be asking me, what about verbal pausing? That's a very famous rhetorical tactic and everybody loves a good verbal pausing. So here's how you do that. Just like I did right now. If you want to pause, you pause with the intention of continuing. So people who see you pause, they know that you're going to continue. Because you know that you're going to continue. So if you have the intentionality, you keep that intentionality in your mind while you are physically pausing. And that's still the non-stop principle. Now for vocal ease. Achieving easiness in your voice is not only important to make your listener feel at ease, but also for your own vocal longevity. If you use your voice wrong, you can only do this for so long before loss of voice, vocal injuries, and even surgery happens. And we definitely don't want that. So here's the bottom line for vocal ease that you should always keep in mind. Your voice is on the inside of your body. To get more power, more presence, or maybe less power and more softness, anything you want to get done with your voice, you should always aim your intention inwards. Most people think outwards in order to project the sound, and then they usually use extra muscles and air to do that, and they burden and push on their vocal cords. In the first exercise, we already started to combat the tendency to push forward by thinking backwards. And now I want you to do this exercise with me in order to also relax the muscles and really feel as much of your body and vocal instrument as possible. Place one hand on your chest just under your collarbones and the other hand at the top of the back of your neck just under the skull. And first just make this like a sighing sound. And the next step is to do the same thing with less exhalation because we don't want to push a lot of air through the vocal cords. Think about exhaling less or maybe even not exhaling. It's a bit weird, but try it. And the next step is going to be thinking about the NG going first to your neck hand. So that's the same principle from the first exercise. And then to your chest hand. So the NG is doing something like this root backwards and down. The more vibrations you feel on both your hands, the more resonance you have with less effort. And we can do the same thing saying, hi. Yeah, let's do the whole phrase. Hi, I'm Lenore. How are you doing today? Yeah, that was a lot of sound with no effort. I like it. I recommend doing these exercises every time before you have a human interaction. That should take no longer than 5 minutes. Even a busy person like you can do that. And you can feature these principles every time when you talk. You have a lot of talking moments today, so I'm sure you'll get enough practice. That's it for now. Enjoy speaking and expressing yourself. Ask me any questions if you will. And bye for now.